Boys and girls, today you're going to do lesson 2-5, which is strategies for subtracting decimals. So what I'm going to do is show you some strategies that might help you to subtract decimals easier and maybe even a little faster. So let's say I started with 20 and 60 hundredths, and I subtracted, or I took off 12 and 34 hundredths. Well, the first strategy that I would probably use to do this is estimating. And estimating, remember, is when you make a mathematical guess as to what you think the answer is. But it's not a wild guess. Remember, it's as accurate as you can get to the real answer. So the way I would estimate is I would first take these numbers and I would round them, okay? I'm first going to put a dollar sign in front of these so I can think of it in terms of money. So if I had $20.60, and I was subtracting $12.34, I'd first I'd round these numbers so I could estimate an answer. So if I'm looking at $20.60, $20.60, I would round to $21. Because remember, it's a little bit, 60 cents is a little bit more than half of a dollar, which is 50 cents. So if I round this to $21, I'm going to do the same thing for the $12.34. Well, halfway to $13 would be $12.50. This is a little less than that, at 34 cents. So I'm going to round it down to the nearest dollar, which is $12. Then another great strategy is it's kind of hard to subtract numbers vertically. So I'm going to horizontally. So I'm going to subtract them vertically. So I have $21, take off $12. Okay, I can't take 2 from 1. So I'm going to borrow from the 2, make it a 1, and lend him 10 by putting a 1 there. Now I have 11. 11 minus 2 is 9, and 1 minus 1 is 1. This would be $9. But this is an estimate, okay? But now I want to really get the exact answer. So if I take $20.60, or 20 and 60 hundredths, and I take off $12 and $34, or 12 and 34 hundredths, again, they're written right now horizontally. I'm going to flip it to vertical. Another great strategy, I want to line up my decimal points, and then wherever the numbers fall, they fall. So again, I got my 4 in my hundredths place, my 3 in my tenths place, my decimal point. My 2 is lining up with my 0 in my ones place, and my 1 is lining up with my 2 in my tenths place. Now I'm going to subtract. I can't take 4 from 0, and I can't just bring down 4, because 4 is bigger than 0. I got to borrow from 6, make it a 5, lend him. It looks like I'm lending 1, but I'm really lending 10. So now that's why I see the number 10. 4 from 10, I count up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to try that again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 6. 3 from 5, so again, 3, 4, 5, that's 2. My decimal point comes down. And again, you could do this 2 ways. You could take 12 and count up to 20. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and that gets me 8. Or I can't borrow 2 from 0, so I'm going to keep 8 over on the side, but just to prove it, can't take 2 from 0, 2 becomes 1, this is 10. 2 from 10, again, 2. And again, I lent them, it looks like I'm lending them 1, but I'm really lending them 10. That's why it's 10. Count up from 2 to 10. Don't count 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 8. And 1 from 1 is 0. So my real answer, or the accurate answer, or the actual answer is $8, 8 and 26 hundredths, or $8.26. But that's pretty close to my estimate, which I said was 9. Okay. And if I rounded this $20.60 to 20, it probably would have been even closer. Okay. So a lot of times estimating is a great strategy because your real answer should come somewhere in the ballpark pretty close to your estimate. Sorry, I'm going to repeat that. Should come and finish my thought. Your your real answer should come pretty close to your estimate. Should be in the ballpark, pretty close. You'll know you made a mistake if, let's say, you estimated for 9 and your answer ends up being like 108 and 26 hundredths, okay? All right, let's try another one. And again, a lot of the ones you're going to see on today's examples, they're going to be written horizontally, or meaning written across, so you want to flip it to vertical. So let's try this one again. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try estimating. Okay, that's not a decimal. That's actually the number 9. So I'll just write it like that. So I'll put a dollar sign to kind of help you out. But remember, dollar sign or no dollar sign, it's still the same thing. So if I don't have the dollar sign, it's 94 and 30 hundredths minus 7 and 13 hundredths. But that's the same thing as saying you have $94.30 minus $7.13. So again, if I use that halfway mark of 50 cents or higher goes to the next highest number, I'm at 30 cents. Okay, well, 30 is less than 50, so I'm going to round down to the nearest dollar, which is 94. And I got $7.13, or 7 and 13 hundredths. So remember, if I have $7.50 or higher, I'd round up to $8. But because I have less than 50 cents, I'm going to round down to the closer dollar amount, which would be 7. Okay, now I'm going to bring this over so I can subtract vertically. I'm going to line this up. This is the number 7, okay, which hasn't gotten into the tens place, so it's going to line up under the ones, okay, because I have 7 ones here. 7 from 4, can't do. 9 becomes an 8. I'm lending him 10. So 10 plus 4 gives me 14. I'm going to count out up from 7 to 14. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 7. My 8 comes down. So my answer should be in and around the ballpark, of 87, okay? Because I rounded these numbers down, though, my answer is probably going to be a little bit more than 87, okay? But again, my answer should fall in and around 87. Remember, 87 is an estimate or a guess, okay? Because I rounded these numbers. I didn't use the exact numbers. So now let's use the exact numbers. So again, I've got 94 and 30 hundredths minus 7 and 13 hundredths. Okay, now I'm going to really subtract them. I'm going to line up. I'm going to put my decimal point down first and line up the numbers, let them fall where they may. Okay, they should be lining. Once I line up the decimal points, put them in the slots where they belong. So the 7 goes under the 1, the 4 in the ones place. The 1 goes under the 3 in the tenths place. The 3 goes under the 0 in the hundredths place. I'm going to subtract. Again, like my last example, I can't take 3 from 0. So I'm going to cross off this 3, make it a 2, lend him really 10. But to lend 10, I'm going to put down 1. So I've got the number 10 now. 3 from 10, I'm going to count up from 3 to 10. So I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 7. 1 from 2 is 1. Decimal comes down. I can't take 7 from 4. So I'm going to cross off. I'm going to borrow from, because 7 is greater than 4, I'm going to borrow from the 9, cross it off, make it an 8. Lend him 10. So now I've got 14. Lending 10 by putting the number 1. Count up from 7 to 14. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 7. And my 8 comes down. And that was a decimal point. Well, look at that. My exact answer is 87 and 17 hundredths, or if I want to put a dollar sign in front of it, $87.13. Remember, they mean the same thing. What was my estimate? 87. So I'm only off by 17 hundredths or 17 cents. So again, your actual answer and your estimate should be very close, within the same ballpark. Okay, otherwise you made an error. Let's try another one, and I'll pick up the pace here a little bit. Okay, let's say we had 28 and 6 hundredths minus 6 and 85 hundredths. Again, I'm going to try estimation. Throw a dollar sign in front of this to give it a little context. Love working with money. So if I have $28.06, I don't know about you, but I'm really much closer to $28 than $29, right? I need 94 more cents to get me up to $29. So I'm going to round this down to 28. If I have $6.85, well, I'm 15 cents away from $7. I'm 85 cents away from $6. So I'm closer to being rounding to $7. Now I'm going to subtract them. I'll bring this over, line them up horizontally. And this one's kind of nice because I don't have to borrow. 8 from 7. 7 from 8, or 8 take away 7 is 1. My 2 comes down. So my answer should be in and around $21. Okay? Let's take a look at the real thing. If I've got $28.06 or 28 600ths, I take off $6.85 or 6 8500ths. Again, I'm going to line up the decimal points, let the numbers fall where they may. When I do that, again, I should have my 6 under my 8 in the ones place, my 8 under the 0, that's a 0, in the tenths place, and my 5 under my 6 in the hundredths place. Now I can subtract. 6 take away 5 is 1. I can't take 8 from 0. I got to borrow from this 8, make it a 7, lends this 10 by putting a 1 here, so now I have 10. 10 take away 8. Count up from 8 to 10. 8, 9, 10. So I got 2. Decimal immediately comes down. 6 from 7 is 1, and my 2 comes down. My answer is 21 2100ths, or if I want to think of it in terms of money, $21.21. And what did we make as our estimate? 21. So again, we're only off by 2100ths or 21 cents. So again, our exact answer and our estimate should be very close to each other if we've done it accurately. Last one. Here we go. Okay, let's say you had $39.01. Take away 75 cents. Okay, or we could say it's 39 and 100, take away 75 hundredths. Well, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of show you a little bit of a different strategy here. I'm thinking that, I'm just thinking out loud and I'm thinking, well, 75 cents. If you look at 75 cents, how much more would I need to make $1? I need 25 cents, right? And then I'd be at $1. And what's $1 off for $39? $38, right? And what would be left over is that 1 penny, which I could add on to this. So my difference, or my answer to the subtraction problem, is really $38. And if I add this together, 26 cents. Okay? But I just want to show that to you. But let's go and let's actually do it out. So again, I'm going to round this. This would be rounding to about $1. And I'm starting over on this side, but I can do that. If I have $39.01, that's really only about $39. And remember what I said was the real answer over here. I said it was $38.26. Well, if I take $39 and I take off the 1, I'm at $38, which is, again, pretty close to what I think is the exact answer. But let's really do it out. $39.01 or 39 100th, take off 75 hundredths or 75 cents if you like. Okay, let's move this over and subtract them vertically. I'm going to line them up. Put the decimal point down. The 0 is going to go under the ones place because I have no ones yet. 7 is going to go under the 0 in the tenths place. The 5 is going to go under the 1 in the hundredths place. Can't take 5 from 0. I can't borrow from 0. So I'm going to make this an 8, like a lot of you like to do. Lend him 1, or which is really 10. Cross this off, make this a 9. Now lend him 1. Now that's 11. Count up from 5 to 11. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 6. 7 from 9 is 2. Decimal comes down. 0 from 8 is 8, and 3 comes down. Put a $sign there. just in case you were thinking of it in terms of money. So it'd be $38.26. Kind of like what I was thinking about with my mental math strategy there. But very close to my strategy that I used when I was rounding and estimating. Exact answer, only 26 hundredths or 26 cents off of our estimate of 38. And again, we could look at this as $38.26, or if we take off the dollar sign, 38 and 26 hundredths. Okay, I hope that helps. And I wish you luck on your questions today, and have a great day. Bye.